So we're burning gasoline, driving cars, and diesel burning trucks, and people go, well, how are we going to make scientific advancements if we don't drive these things? As being their remark did justify it. And you go, well, our economy doesn't need to be dependent on gasoline or on diesel. I think that's easy. It's similar to how when you put a jet in the sky, sure, that's rocket science. But replicating that same jet and flying them around, that's not rocket science. And creating a fleet of those jets and using them to fly people around for luxury or for your economy, that's not rocket science. That's just a waste of fuel. And that's a waste of fuel that we need in order to use rocket science in order to reach a pinnacle of our technological capacities and achievement, which we won't reach without which. Yet Trudeau, my godforsaken Prime Minister, is using tax abatements to promote minimum wage jobs. The government pays people to hire people with our tax money. They give tax abatements to companies so that they start jobs, so that people making $15 an hour, a minimum wage job, can buy stuff. Buying stuff is not what economic security is. As long as they have food, they have shelter, they have utilities, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to be able to say, I'm a viable sexual component to the relationship because I make $15 an hour. That's a minimum wage. Even though you can put gas in your car, pay the insurance on your car, buy a car, pay your rent, pay your utilities, buy food and clothes, pay your phone bill, and still have money left over with a minimum wage. The fact that the government is actually paying that minimum wage is not helping our economy. What would help our economy is if we had a stable agricultural system in which we didn't rely on gasoline and diesel for food and for our utilities and for our economic security. So instead of paying people welfare and paying companies to hire people and forcing people to pay $15 an hour to people who are not viable sexual partners, it would make more sense if you just invested in our country with our taxes.